I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries, too. I can say it about other countries, too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other, and we're going to go the wrong way. Say, why is it we only take people from shithole countries, right? Why can't we have some people from Norway, Sweden, just a few? Let us have a few. From Denmark, do you mind sending us a few people? Send us some nice people, do you mind? But we always take people from Somalia, places that are a disaster, right? Filthy, dirty, disgusting, ridden with crime.
So not only are we not going anywhere, we are not going to allow anybody to make us feel less Minnesotan or less American. We are not going to allow anybody to push us into the shadows. We're not going to allow anybody to erase our presence and our contribution. And we are not going to allow anyone to scapegoat us. Because as Somalis, what we learned from Minnesotans is that you have to be resilient to thrive in Minnesota. And we are goddamn resilient.
This is all I know. I was only 3 years old when I came, and this is my home, and this has got to stop.
I'm not scared, so I'm citizen. I'm happy. I'm United States. I brought up America. I'm happy. So why you asking me? Some guys asking me, give me basmati, give me a green card. Why? Why you asking me?
Almost every Somali person living here is a citizen.
There's more than 100,000 Somalis in Minnesota. Roughly 84,000 reside in the metro. The journey from Somalia started decades ago.
My family immigrated here to Minneapolis, to Minnesota in 1993. As my father says, we came to a cold place, but we found people with warm hearts.
My parents wanted to provide us a good opportunity for us to chase after that American dream, right?
Many fleeing from civil war, crossing continents for a chance to build something, a chance for their children. For Sumaya Mahmoud, her parents' struggle paved the way for her to shine. Despite the rhetoric, she's grateful to be Somali and American.
One thing they taught me was resilience and not letting, other people's perception of you limit what you can do for yourself. I was born in Kenya, and then I grew up here, started kindergarten, K through 12, all the way up to college here in Minnesota.
And you know why Minnesota is one of the places that actually outside of East Africa, they have the largest Somali population, is because Minnesota was a perfect state, frankly, because of the infrastructure, the social services. The Lutherans and Catholic Charities were actually very instrumental in ensuring that refugees came to a place where they would be successful. And Minnesota was that place. The president obviously doesn't understand that the Somali immigrants in Minnesota, the people who came through the program, they came through a legal U.S. admissions refugee program. And so when he is talking in a very racist is the only way to describe it, racist and dehumanizing way about an entire demographic of people, he is talking about teachers, healthcare workers, people's friends, families, and neighbors, members of Congress. Right. The derogatory way in which he continues to speak about Congresswoman Ilhan Omar should prompt every single member of the United States Congress, Democrat or Republican, to stand up and say, I just can't get with the racism. That's the very least they could do, regardless if you think you agree with Congresswoman Ilhan Omar or not. What he is doing is racist and it's dangerous. He is putting a target on the back of these folks, and he is using the full weight of the federal government.
If the American people do not wake up to what is being created, we might not have an opportunity to fight back the authoritarian dictatorship that is in the making. This is not just about going after public education. we have in this country. Elon Musk, who grew up in apartheid. Yes. Trump, who worships dictators around the country, and strongmen are not interested in our constitutional republic. They are not interested in upholding our democracy. They are not interested in abiding by the Constitution as they sidestep the congressional powers we have in Article 1. They are not interested in abiding by the court orders that our judiciary system is doling out. So you, the American public, have to stand up. Democrats are ready to fight for your rights, to fight for the country we all love, to protect the America that so many people envy. But you have to also be willing to pay attention to what is happening and hold the people you send to Washington to represent you accountable.
Common sense with Van Silk. Yeah, I'm here again. Yep, back here. Today we're going to talk about the different opinions of Somalians here in the United States of America. Some of them saying they're not black. You got the so-called President of the United States saying he don't want them here. Country is garbage. They this, they that. Racist as he can be. And he's supposed to be the leader. Supposed to set an example. But you know what? Anybody of color skin, the brown, minorities, dark color skins, this man has a problem with. This man has a problem with women, especially women of color. They all got low IQ. You know the funny thing is, everybody sitting on Trump's administration is the descent of immigrants. Y'all came to our country. You'll sit here and you'll put this clown in office. No matter what I do, I can't avoid these assholes in the morning with their trucks. You'll have to excuse me. I'm gonna learn something. But to y'all MAGAs, feel sorry for you. To my own people in the black community, I feel sorry for you. Because y'all not focused. TikTok is the worst disaster to the black community. I'm just going to speak on it. It's the worst thing that happened to the black community. Because they're just so distracted, lost, not paying attention, stupid challenges. Oh my God. They're not doing enough for the community. And those who are doing for the community, you don't get to know. Because the algorithm, they hide it. They push it away. You can't see it. I'm looking at the ground. Somalia. Woo! They want you out the United States. Hey, you know what? That man could wake up the next morning, I don't want black Americans here. And you have these fake ass ICE agents, these Proud Boys disguised as ICE agents and racist ICE agents out here grabbing black people. And y'all sitting over here worrying about who got fired at Hot 97. Like, who cares of flying red ass? Or did you hear the new album? Who cares? Y'all can listen to a new album, decipher a new album, but can't even sit up here and let's talk about what's going on for real, for real. Let me say something to a lot of your pioneers and legends who I relate to. If you're not into the corporate entity of the music or entertainment industry, y'all can talk about politics because you got nothing to lose. You have no deals on the table. You understand what I'm saying? Get out and speak. Do something for your community, man. Y'all don't do nothing. All y'all want to do is party, post irrelevant posts about, oh, I like this track, I like that track. Oh, you know, The older y'all get, I think the dumber y'all get. America has become dumb. For this man to be in office as dumb as he is, and y'all sitting over here and let people talk bad about Jasmine Crockett. Don't say nothing. You women out here, you don't say nothing. It's only those with the intelligent level. Ain't the 304s, but they don't know shit. But it's sad to say, this man can pick on the Somalia. You got some good Somalia, but then you got a whole bunch of them saying they ain't black. If you ain't black, what are you? Please let me know, because I'm lost. We got a representative in Congress, Omar. Trump don't like her. Oh, she married her brother. This and that. Here, you got a man that cheated on his wife. You got a man involved with Jeffrey Epstein trying to cover that up. You got Kristi Noem, who's just the worst piece of crap among human existence. Pam Bondi, another one. All these beach blonde dummies that Trump put in his organization. And y'all sitting up here and don't even understand what's going on. Y'all won't even support the black women when they get their character assassinated. Y'all just sit there and won't even say anything. But back to the Somalia with common sense. Common sense with Van Silk. We don't get a lot of views in here, but you know what? It's just a thought to say, hey, the post was made. The intentions were good. And at the end of the day, stupidity wins in America. This is your brother Van Silk. Y'all have a blessed day.
And so I come from a different mentality. Being from politics and majoring in political science, everything I did it through that filter. Mm-hmm. The politics of beauty, the politics of race and beauty, right? But at the same time, I came from a place that I was never treated like how they treated black African-American models. Mm-hmm. And I came from a place also that I have never, ever described myself before I came to the United States as a black person. Mm-hmm. I come from a black country.
Yeah.
So there was no reason for us to call ourselves black. You know, we were like Somalis, and we are fierce people.
Yes.
This is the only black African country that has one language and one religion. Mm. We made sure of that we had that unity. So I come from that kind of a place. Mm-hmm. So when I came here, what I did, the first thing when I heard about the tokenism and how they were pitching me against Beverly Johnson, who was the top model at that time.
Yes, we've had her on our show.
Speak on it. Yeah, I became friends with her.
Yes. Yes.
And so they will go together to jobs, right? If she couldn't do a job, she'll say, what about Iman? Or I couldn't do it. So all of a sudden, that door opened that there will be more black models can be used at the same time.
Yes.
Right? Because, we're not a cookie cutter. We don't all look alike. Mm-hmm. We're not only one. But also what they did with me is that they would say to me in a whole wide room, they will say to me, but you're more beautiful than them. Who's them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they try to instill that in you, that you are better, because they need to have one person, right? So, and I always took that to an offense. Mm-hmm. And I've always said to them, and they would say, they've said like, the black community will say, she looks like a white woman dipped in chocolate. I took an offense to that because I am a Somali. Uh-huh. I have not a drop of blood of white in me.
Not one drop.
Not a drop. I'm pure Somali.
There you go.
Yeah,
Come
so
on.
I didn't want anybody to actually put me into that language or any white person to take any credit of how I look because I have white in me. I don't have any white in me.
You better talk your shit. You better talk your shit, Iman.
Wow. I've got a question for you. Are you black or Somali?
Huh?
Would you class yourself black or Somali?
I'm black. Because
people will be like, I'm Somali, I'm not black.
Okay.
And,
I
see you lot as black.
I'm from Somalia, yeah. But
you are black, no?
I am black.
But there's a lot of people black. No, I'm not black. I'm Somali.
I never really understood that. I'll be honest with you. And I don't really like when No, the point I was trying to make was about the being black or Somali. Those two don't even correlate, you know what I mean? One is a country and one is your skin color, bro. That's just the way I look at it. I don't know.
That's like you saying to me, are you British or are you white?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm going to probably get a lot of backlash for this, but hey, allow me. You know what I mean?
Are Somalis considered black? I'm sorry to be the one that sparks this debate, but it has to be done. I used to be of the opinion back in the day that, of course we're black. Somalis, look at our skin tone. But as the years went on, my opinion started to change. If you're asking, are Somali's skin tone black? Then of course, yes, our skin tone is. But then I realized as the years went on, it's nothing to do with skin tone, because even people who are considered black come in different shades of black. I started to realize that when people ask whether Somalis are black, it's a reference to, are Somalis the same as other fellow African countries such as Nigeria, Ghana, and the countries within West Africa. And then I thought, no, we're not the same as those people. Yes, we're all from Africa, but a Moroccan isn't the same as a Nigerian, and a Nigerian isn't the same as a Somali. A Moroccan isn't considered black, a Nigerian is considered black, and a Somali, for some reason, it sparks a big debate. You got Somalis who say, we're not black, we didn't go through a slave trade. I don't think going through a slave trade is what makes you considered black first. And at the same time, why are we listening to Western societies who categorize people based on their skin tones? This is a white man, this is a black man, this is whatever, this is an Arab. So my question is, because I still don't have a definitive answer, can Somalis consider themselves black? I mean, don't shoot the messenger.
Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, we can't be black, bro. We literally can't be black, bro. Boogie, did you eat your brain cells? Really and truly, Somalis are Arabs, bro. Think about it, bro. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. Bro, tell me I'm not lying, bro.
I've also announced a permanent pause on third world migration, including from hellholes.
It used to be that these were the kind of illicit conversations that would be had in hushed tones behind closed doors, where the speaker would have to be sure that they were surrounded by other like-minded racists before they spewed their vitriol. But now, it's just par for the course. And wait, he wasn't done.
Permanent pause on third world migration, including from hellholes like Afghanistan, Haiti, Somalia, and many other countries. Why can't we have some people from Norway, Sweden, just a few? Let us have a few. From Denmark, do you mind sending us a few people? Send us some nice people, do you mind? But we always take people from Somalia, places that are a disaster, right? Filthy, dirty, disgusting, ridden with crime. The only thing they're good at is going after ships.
Filthy, dirty, disgusting, ridden with crime. Dog whistles for blacks or minorities. Mind you, all of the countries that he mentioned were destabilized from outside forces in the West, but that's not a conversation that he's willing to have. Like and follow for more.
As you see, the different opinions of Somalis, people from Somalia, and the Somali man, Omar, who's been here, you know, they don't consider themselves black, some consider themselves black. Is it because of the skin tone of your skin, or is it because of your beliefs, or where you come from? But again, Southwest Airlines, look at it in the sky. Let's just go back and think about what this Grand Dragon sitting in the White House had to say. Garbage shithole country. Now we got the leaders of the Somali community saying they're gonna weed out the evil people. Listen, there's evil people in everybody's community. Don't let them sit up here and pinpoint, oh, someone was taking had a healthcare organization and $7.2 million in fraudulent. Listen, there's so many other people that have done worse than that. So now you want to pick on the Somali community. But let's just go back when the Grand Dragon was running for president. You said they was eating cats and dogs. And then people believed it. But now you got the people, the leaders, different leaders in the Somali community. And Minnesota is a big populated of Somalia in the United States of America. And you do have Somalian people that are great, that work well within American society, and you have those who just stay to themselves. But just always remember, the color of your skin is always going to be chastised in everything that happens in life. Now, here's the question we're going to say. Who's next? Who's next? So I want you to sit back before I go out and common sense with Van Silk to listen to what some of the leaders have to say, some of the people with more of a diverse thought process on this whole situation. I wish you do leave an opinion, to leave a comment. Don't be afraid, because this man sitting here in the White House, who's next? That's the question. But I can tell you one thing, it definitely will be of a darker color. Man, Silk with Common Sense, you'll have a blessed day.
This is a moment you could be snatched and taken to ICE facilities for no reason other than the fact that you are Somali-American. This is not the moment to be quiet. An entire army came to Minneapolis to target lawful U.S. residents, Somali-Americans. It is wrong, period. And this is the moment that we stand up. And you can stand up. Don't feel like you're helpless. You're a proud American, and they came for you. And this is the moment you stand up. And here's why Target is important, because Target is not a company that is saying that they care about us. It's a Target that is silent. It's a Target that already bowed down to the Trump administration by reversing its DEI. And here's the thing, Target's headquarters is right here. This is not a foreign company. This is a company that Minnesotans built. We built it with our dollars, with our support. And here's the question, when they're silent, that means they're complicit. We are failing by not choosing to stand up. So we need to stand up. This is a moment that you could be walking to trying to get lunch, and you could be snatched and taken to ICE facilities for no reason other than the fact that you are Somali-American. Stand up for who we are, and especially for all the young people online on social media who've been clapping back in so many different ways. I see you, we hear you, we value you, we love you. This is a moment that our entire community needs to come to, and especially for the young people. This is a moment for you to lead us. If this Target Corporation hears and feels the breath of the weight of our community, I guarantee we can not only reverse what's happening to ICE, but we will send a signal to everybody that this is a community you cannot mess with, because we are organized. And not only organized, we know where to move our money. And when we move our money, oh man, things start to happen. Things start to change. People start behaving differently. As long as they're connected to us through our money, they have a power from us. The moment we move our money, then we take the power back.
We accept the president's words. They came from a place of anger and disappointment. I'm sure many Americans feel the same way.
The president was right to let loose his feelings. It shocked us into understanding the severity of the harm our people caused.
These criminals betrayed America's welcoming spirit. The scale of these crimes has stained the reputation of American Somalis.
America's freedoms allowed us to build a unique community here in Minnesota. In return, we must promise to weed out any evil living among us.
This evil came from within our community. And so, as an honorable community, we take responsibility. We must correct this wrongdoing.
The only way to regain the trust of this nation is to root out crime, stay humble, and be forever grateful. That's the premise.
So, as honorable Somalis, we are going to take on the responsibility of apologizing to all Americans. We are deeply, deeply sorry.
The shame of this will haunt us forever. And hopefully over time you will come to forgive us. Thank you.
Before carrying my passport around, I had a feeling of pride, and now I'm carrying it and it has a lot of darkness around it, because now I'm just like, I just want to get home safe to my kids.
We're in Minneapolis, days after the Trump administration directed ICE to begin targeting and arresting undocumented Somali migrants in the city.
The Somalians should be out of here. They've destroyed our country. We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country.
People from Somalia are garbage. And I heard it the first time. It was heartbreaking, because not for myself, because I know I'm not.
Munira Malamasak runs a primary care clinic in Minneapolis.
To have the President of the United States say these things, I think it feels like I definitely don't belong.
Minnesota is home to around 80,000 Somalis, many of whom were either born here or have been here for decades. Over 85% of Somalis here are U.S. citizens or legal permanent residents, but they still worry they could be wrongfully arrested.
People are carrying not only their ID, but their passports. No one gets their passports out unless they're traveling overseas. But now, I'm carrying my passport, right?
This local Somali shopping center would normally be packed on a Thursday afternoon, but today it's largely deserted.
Americans like me have to feel like, okay, I can't leave without having proper documentation, and many people are doing that. My entire life has been public service. I have served in the Army National Guard for 6 years, and I was elected as the first person of color, the first Muslim, the first Somali, the first of many things to serve in the City Council in New Brighton. When the president speaks with such vile, racist remarks, you feel like you lost some of that American values that this country had.
Ma imaan kartaa clinic mise guriga inaad ka baxdid waa ka cabsanaysaa.
Back at the clinic, Munira says the fear is also affecting her patients.
We have no one here today because we were told that ICE is around here. People are choosing to stay home.
The Department of Homeland Security says ICE has arrested at least 19 people in Minneapolis since the raids began, including at least 8 Somali nationals accused of serious crimes. It's not clear if more raids are coming, but for now, Munir's biggest concern is how the president's words will affect her children.
As a mom, not just a mom, but like a Somali mom, this is a scary time. I worry for my boys. I worry that a teacher may not give them the attention that they deserve. My daughter, I worry for. How can we get her to blend in a little bit more? Which is hard, right? To tell your kid to hide their own identity. I hope that they know that these words are touching real people and real people that love this country.
I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. We could go one way or the other, and we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mubashir, and I never expected to be standing in front of all these cameras and microphones. But what happened to me cannot stay quiet. What happened to me was unjust, uncalled for. I was simply on my lunch break. I literally went downstairs from my building. I wasn't even outside for mere seconds before I seen a masked person running at me full speed. He tackled me, pushed me inside the restaurant. Like videos that will be released, I'm simply just standing still. And if this is what's happening to a U.S. American citizen on camera, imagine what could happen to your loved ones when there's no one around to witness what they do.